Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Hello kids, I'm your fairy Louridel and I will tell you a story for today. Are you excited to listen or to be entertained? I can't hear you. Yes, exactly. That's great. So let's start. The title of the story that I will going to tell you is The Owl Who Was a God. Once upon a starless midnight, there was an owl who sat on a branch of an oak tree. Two ground moles tried to slip by unnoticed. Hot, hot, hot. You, said the owl. Who? They quivered in fear and astonishment, for they could not believe it was possible for anyone to see them in that thick darkness. Hot, hot. You too, said the owl. The moles hurried away and told the other creatures of the field and forest that the owl was the greatest and the wisest of all the animals because he could see in the dark and because he could answer any question. I see about that, said the secretary bird, and he called on the owl one night when it was again very dark. How many clothes I'm holding up? Said the secretary bird. Hot, hot, hot. Two, said the owl, and that was right. Can you give me another expression for? That is to say, or namely, asked the secretary bird. To wit, said the owl. Why does the lover call on his love? To woo, said the owl. The secretary bird hastened back to the other creatures and reported that the owl indeed was the greatest and the wisest animal in the world because he could see in the dark and because he could answer any question. Oh, 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 oh. Can he see in the daytime too? Oh, asked the red fox. Yes, answered a dormouse and a French poodle. Oh, 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 oh. Can he see in the daytime too? All the other creatures laughed loudly at the silly question, and they set upon the red fox and his friends. and drove them out of the region. They sent a messenger to the owl and asked him to be their leader. When the owl appeared among the animals, it was high noon and the sun was shining bright. He walked very slowly, which gave him an appearance of great dignity, and he peered about him with large, staring eyes, which gave them an air of tremendous importance. He's a god! He's a god! Scream of Playmouth Rockham. And the others took up the cry. Oh! Tuk 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 tuk. He's a god! He's a god! So they followed him wherever he went. And when he bumped into things, they began to bump into things too. Finally, he came to a concrete highway and he started up the middle of it, and all the other creatures followed him. Presently, a hawk, quack, 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 who was acting as outrider, observed a truck coming toward them at 50 miles an hour. And he reported to the secretary bird, and the secretary bird reported to the owl. There's danger ahead! To it? Said the owl. The secretary bird told him, "Aren't you afraid?" He asked. "Who?" said the owl, calmly, for he could not see the truck. "He's good! Oh, he's good!" cried all the creatures again, and they were still crying, "He's good! He's good! He's good!" When the truck hit them and ran them down, some of the animals were merely injured, but most of them, including the owl, were killed. Moral: you can fool too many people too much at a time.